Welcome to Elevate Springfield, where we will dive into strategies and stories that help you rise to your full potential. Each episode, we'll talk about how you can take intentional steps to elevate your life and your business while making a meaningful impact on those around you. Along the way, we're going to bring in the change makers from our community that are already elevating. We'll bring the actionable strategies, you bring the discipline and follow through, and together we can elevate Springfield.
All right, let's go, Springfield. Time to 10X, time to level up. Hey, you are listening to the Elevate Springfield podcast, coming to you from the Big Dog Construction Studio in beautiful downtown Springfield. Robert Ferriell here, certified 10X coach, speaker, and mentor, here to bring you actionable strategies. You bring the discipline and follow through, and together we're going to elevate Springfield. Well, hey, you are listening to the Wellness Upgrade on Elevate Springfield, where we're going to bring you specific strategies to help elevate your health and wellness. Hey, if you're not elevating your health and wellness, you're not going to be able to elevate in all other areas. This is the baseline. You know I'm passionate about it, and you know that's why I brought this segment to Elevate Springfield. We want to thank our friends over at Shudokan Karate Club here in Springfield. Sensei Dennis and his team, over 50 years in the Springfield area. Traditional karate, teaching self-discipline, confidence, community. Traditional, powerful, real. That's Shudokan Karate Club here in Springfield. Check them out. ShudokanKarateSpringfield.com. We're going to get right to our guest after the break.
When I first walked into Shudokan Karate Club, I was just looking for a way to get stronger, but what I found was so much more. Here we train in traditional karate, the real stuff, passed down through generations. Every punch, every kata has purpose. I've learned self-discipline, confidence, and how to protect myself. Not just in class, but in real life. It's not about being aggressive, it's about being prepared. This is more than a club, it's a way of life. Join us at Shudokan, traditional, powerful, real. Ki-ai!
All right, and we are back for another edition of the Wellness Upgrade. Thanks again to Sensei Dennis and Shudokan Karate Club. Check them out over on Bradfordton Road. Familiar face in the studio again, my man, Mr. Kenny Hyde. Kenny, how we doing today?
Doing great, man. Thanks for having me.
No, absolutely.
Always appreciate it. Yeah.
Before we get into the topic of the day, remind everybody what you do.
So I'm Kenny Hyde. I'm a health and wellness coach. Kenny Hyde, your wellness guide. And I help people stay accountable to building sustainable change with their health and weight loss goals.
Well, today's topic, heredity versus environment, or genetics versus environment,
yes.
However you want to put it. You know, a lot of people will talk about everybody in my family gets this or that condition, or everybody in my family tends to be overweight. This is
right.
just that's our lot in life.
Right.
What do you say about that?
That's the norm, I think, today. And so this is kind of a public service announcement, I think, for people who are struggling, feeling stuck. A lot of times we think this is just the card I've been dealt. And my goal in saying this is not to be controversial, instead be empowering to people, because I'm 35 now. When I was 18, high blood pressure, elevated cholesterol, I heard the Hyde heart, that's all you hear about.
Yeah.
And I was willing to challenge that and take control. I mean, my asthma doctor told my mom, I have asthma so bad, I'm going to be on these drugs my whole life. And he would take me out of the room so he could yell at my mother when I'd miss doses on my inhaler. And that doctor was wrong. That was his prognosis. The diagnosis, I think we should pay attention to. It's that prognosis. It's that's a doctor's opinion of what could happen. So challenging that, what it looked like for me was learning some things about nutrition and being willing to change that environment. And biologically, there's a response. So epigenetics is control over genetics. It's like that communication line. So if you're doing what everybody else does, that's
what you're going to get.
Exactly. Yeah. Herd mentality. Just next time you're at a steakhouse, look around you, I think it's very telling.
Yeah, no doubt about it. No, you mentioned growing up with the asthma. I was the same way. They said I had asthma. I was an overweight kid and everything. It's amazing how quick the asthma went away when when I got in shape.
Right. Start
Amazing, right?
Right. And I just say we just need to work in harmony with biological laws
Mhm.
and, doing some cardio. It doesn't have to be intense. Like a lot of people think I'm not doing anything if I'm not running. And that's not true. Like some people shouldn't run.
Right.
They're so overweight. It's actually more detrimental. So just getting your heart rate elevated, 120 to 130 beats per minute, zone 2, and see how long you can stay there. If it's only 5 minutes, start with 5 minutes. And then progressively you will increase. You'll be able to do 30 minutes, an hour. And what you'll see happening, so you're challenging your genetics, is your resting heart rate will drop,
Mhm.
right? And so that's kind of how you know that environment change is affecting your genetics, essentially. So,
And that's a good marker to track too, because I know when I'm in really great shape, that resting heart rate is way down.
yes.
It's way down. Like you said earlier with the low intensity stuff, that can be super beneficial for somebody that's just getting into it,
Right.
or maybe is significantly overweight, or can't do the high intensity stuff yet. It can be very, very effective.
Oh, 100%. And it's a consistency game like you helped me with in coaching with my business. It's all about consistency. And so with aerobic exercise, the heart's the leading killer of man, heart issues. So I think that's where we always want to start with output and just getting people to be more consistent. More is better with cardio. The more active you can be, the better. And I think one of the biggest problems people are facing today, a lot of people are familiar with placebo, right? That's positive belief causing positive impact. But our culture, our society is so negative, right? The news, the only thing
Right.
we get traction on is the negative. But a lot of people aren't aware of this new term. And I get this from Dr. Bruce Lipton. Okay. I don't take credit for this, but I study, and it's called nocebo. And what nocebo is the opposite. It's the flip side of the coin. It's negative belief causing negative impact. And so a lot of people, they're just overestimating what it takes to win and achieve their goals.
Right.
They're thinking they got to have the fancy gym membership. They got to do this. They got to buy organic, expensive food all the time. And they're thinking of all the ways it won't work. So I just encourage any of you watching this to think of how you can do it, right? Like that nocebo is a real thing. And I see it in people that I work with. So
No,
just thought I'd bring
I bet.
that forward.
Yeah, no, and with that, some people think the positive energy, negative energy type of thing is a little woo woo to people or whatever. But I completely believe in the power of that, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, if all you're surrounded with is that negative energy, right? It's
Right.
going to bring negative things, and it's going to create negative opportunities for you.
Yeah.
Whereas if you flip that to the positive, you get all the benefits of that.
Right. Right. And for me, that really helped to just be aware, like that awareness that that's a thing.
Mhm.
Nocebo. Whoa.
Right.
It was like getting hit with a gold brick and realizing how much I was doing that in certain areas of my life, business,
Sure.
as you know, we hold ourselves back. So
No doubt about that. You mentioned some of the cardio earlier, more is better type of thing. Are you more like snack on cardio type of thing? That's kind of the new term out there. People are using that snack on exercise where hey, I'm going to do 5-10 minutes here and I'm going to do 5-10 minutes there.
Yeah.
You more of that, or you more, hey, I'm going to crush a hour and a half jog here?
That's a good question. I think it depends on who you are. Whatever is more repeatable. For me, I have the time. I am a coach. It's kind of part of my job. So I can carve out that time, and I like to have that fat burning phase in my day where I can quadruple drip, or dip. I can shoot content at that time. I can study, I can pray, I can meditate while I do my cardio. And so it's not just one reason I do it. For my heart health, for living longer, I've got so many purposes and reasons as to why I do that. But another method would be just tracking your steps. I've had a client say this. They were struggling for several weeks, and I'm like, well, let's just up your steps. She tracked her steps already. She's at 3,000. Once she doubled it, once she bumped it up to 6, it was easy. She said it was easy to achieve her 2-pound weight loss target.
Nice. Yeah.
So that's, I would say, kind of more of the snack method is just tracking your steps on your watch, getting a standing desk at work, and a tread pad now on Amazon costs like $100.
Yeah. Oh, I know. You
My
get
wife
one for
just
super
bought
cheap.
one.
Yeah, I got one at home. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you do a desk job, that's not an excuse anymore with technology.
Yeah,
So-
I've got one of those little ones that I'll throw out in the living room too. If we're, my girls are watching a show or something, that way I can sit and watch it. I can not sit, but watch a show, and I can be walking on the treadmill.
They got those little pedal things.
Get some steps in too while I'm watching it, and I can hang out with my girls. And like you said, being more efficient and doing multiple things.
That's awesome.
Multiple things at once. You talked about the tracking steps. course, I always do 10,000 steps a day or more. But
Nice.
what's interesting, we
Yeah.
talked about once before, I started the Aura Ring. I used to always do it on the watch. But the Aura Ring, because it tracks all these other biomarkers on you, it tells you, hey, you're in better shape today, basically.
That's
you're
awesome.
You're more ready today. You should be getting 12,000 steps.
Oh, wow.
Or it said your sleep was absolutely junk last night, so you're probably closer to a 7,000 step day. It's just kind of interesting
awesome.
how it fluctuates like that, and it'll even say, yeah, hey, your body temperature was elevated and your heart rate was elevated during sleep last night. Make sure you don't have something going on, and you probably need to
Chill.
lower that step count just a little bit and rest a little more today to make sure you're ready for the next day. So
that's
thought it was pretty
awesome,
interesting.
man. I need to invest in that technology. I'm all about technology, doing scans for body fat composition. It's getting so easy to track that stuff today. So I need to look into that thing.
Get
You
one of
keep
them
bringing
bad
it
boys.
up.
I would almost throw away my watch now.
Really?
Yeah. 'Cause anymore, I used to wear the watch all the time because I was tracking steps. So I'd be wearing the watch until like 8 o'clock at night just because I finished up my steps now and I can take off my watch. But now toss that thing off, wear the ring all day and just go.
That's wild. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend that. It's more powerful than my watch, and it does all the sleep and everything, and wildly accurate so far.
Okay. Thanks for that, man.
Well, what do you tell your clients if they're coming to you with those type of, not issues, but those kind of mindset beliefs where they're like, yep, like you said, the Hyde heart, cancer runs in my family, heart attacks run in my family. That's just our lot. I mean, what do you tell them when they bring that up to you?
That's a good question. I believe people don't resist change. They resist being change. So posing good questions. I don't necessarily tell them it is education, right? So I would say, I introduce the concept of epigenetics and I share my story. I'm walking, living, breathing proof, as you are too. You are heavier. That's why I say a lot of it's mental, it's what you don't know. Or it's what you know that ain't so. And so kind of sharing those concepts with them to get them to think for themselves. And they're like, okay, I'm willing to try a different approach. And having that person to keep them accountable each week, I think the accountability is so valuable. It's easy to quit. It's easy to take your eye off the ball, and good coaches don't let you do that.
That's right. That's right. No, and that's the thing. When that mindset shift happens and then people hold you accountable, you can accomplish anything really.
Right.
Because with anything we're doing, it's not that the concepts are hard to understand, right?
Yeah. It's simple.
People know what they need to do. It's simple stuff. It's just a matter of, hey, are you doing it?
Right.
Are
it's
you
not
doing
easy.
it every day? Right. Yeah. It's not, it's the discipline and doing it all the time is what is going to make you successful long term. So getting that mindset shift first is key.
Yeah, man. And I'm proof of that with you. Like, I've never had a year going into the holidays that's been so successful for my business. And I owe a lot of that to you and Chris, man.
No, you're absolutely crushing it, brother.
Seriously.
Owe it all to yourself, my man. You're putting in the work, brother.
I'm putting in the hard work.
We're there to support, but you're putting in the work.
You're keeping the wind in my sails, man. So I really, really appreciate that. Couldn't have done it without you guys. So
absolutely. Happy to play a part in the wins, brother.
Yeah, man.
Let's go.
Yeah.
For your clients that are first starting, I want to go back to a little bit of the cardio real quick. What are some of the things you put them on initially, cardio wise?
Initially, same thing. If they can carve out a fat loss phase, I say zone 2 cardio. If it's somebody who's really obese, I'll say 10 minutes. You can do 10 minutes. Either if weather permits, go out on your street, go around the block, whatever it is. I like exposing the body to natural pollens, the changes, the cold. I think that works on our genetics too. But if they have cardio equipment, do that or track your steps. I would say those are the 3 avenues depending on the person. And I kind of use pick their brain on what's going to fit them best or what they think they can definitely do by next week. Those would be the 3, is either carving out a period of time where you can get out, go on a trail, go to a park, use your equipment at home, or just let's see where our steps are currently, and then let's elevate that.
Yep.
So that would be my 3 that I would recommend.
Come home.
Yeah.
Anything else new in the health and wellness realm that you're trying?
Yeah, I think the technology is something that's incredible because I work with a lot of females, and that number on the scale, sometimes people define themselves by it, right? It's like the kid that gets a D on the report card, walks around feeling like a D.
I'm a D student.
Right,
I'm a D person.
Right. And a lot of people are doing that with the scale. So being able to show them there's another way, with these body scanners to show them their body fat. And then we're keeping our focus, keeping our intention to do that scan the next month. A lot of intentions going into that. And when you can show them, I collect trophies. Those are my trophies. When I got somebody putting on muscle, they're recompositioning. It's a beautiful thing. And then you sharing that ring idea with me, I really I need to check that out.
Yeah, I would definitely check this out. Interesting thing with this too, I was listening to a podcast on the way here. I don't know if you'll ever listen to Dave Asprey.
I've heard of Dave. Yeah. Definitely.
He does all the cutting edge stuff. And he was talking about how there's legislation coming out to where all these biometric devices that have all this data on you, that they might have to start abiding by HIPAA laws, like the same things that help, because right now apparently they can essentially just sell your biomarkers and do whatever. But I guess there's legislation coming out. I just found that interesting.
That is really
I had never really thought about it. But
yeah, it's crazy. I think it's dipping into insurance too now, insurance stuff, which
definitely
is a little scary, but
it is. Now, I guess
I don't want to go there.
Right. I'll make one comment on that though.
Yeah.
Depends on where it goes with it. Like if I can use my biomarkers to show how healthy I am to get a reduced rate, I'm all for it, because the way insurance works is it really doesn't matter if you're in shape or not.
Yeah.
Most of us are paying the same price, whether you are in phenomenal shape or in terrible shape.
Yeah, that's true.
So
I would agree with that.
If we go
100%.
down that road, I might be
performance-based.
Yeah, performance-based. I might be up for that.
Okay. I'm with you. I'm with you on that.
I'd happily let them track my biomarkers if it saves me $4 or $5 grand a year.
Agreed.
I'll take it.
Agreed.
So one last thing before we close up, you partnered with a supplement company here recently, right? Tell us a little bit about it.
Okay. Yeah. It's with Live It and Live It Nation. You can find them on Facebook. It's a great guy, Dr. Matt, and then Mark, another doctor that I'm working with that developed it for athletes, in particular combat athletes. So wrestlers, they were all on these junk supplements, and he's like, I can do better. I have these connections. And Dr. Matt has a phenomenal brain for science and an interest and a passion. And they just kind of slid me the products because I'm an influencer, and said, you could give this a shot. It's the best supplement I've ever taken, as far as like, I was getting so sore. I'm 35 now, training hard, and the recovery is full of amino acids. They are all doses based off of data. So they're sufficient doses. They're not just saying, hey, I have this in my product.
Yeah.
Right. It's all verified via the data on impactful doses. There's no anti-caking agents. It's a very clean product. The Activate, it's not a caffeine stem. It's all more herbal stems to boost you into your day so you don't have that crash. And then the vasodilator to expand your blood vessels is beetroot.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So it's two clean products that go together. So you have your Activate and your recovery. And the recovery, the whole idea is to keep your body in that state of recovery. All the essential amino acids, good dosing, minerals, potassium, magnesium, all that stuff's in there, and the little bit of creatine.
Mm-hmm.
So it's designed for athletes, but one of the guys is in his 60s, and he's putting weight on his bench press and he's an old gym rat, but he's like, I've never had surges of strength like this. So incredible product we're trying to get out to the market.
That's awesome. The clean aspect of that is especially important to me, because some of the supplements out there are just absolute trash.
You're
just
right.
Junk.
You're right. You're right.
know?
Dyes and all kinds of stuff.
Just
that's just going to ruin your health.
Yeah.
It's the opposite of what you're going for it for,
And unfortunately, there's people out there that don't know any better on it, and they think just because they go to GNC or Supplement Superstore or wherever,
all somebody on it.
Hey, that's cool, that looks good, it's at a health store, it's got to be all right, and it's just got tons of junk in it.
Anybody who wants more information on that, please reach out. And we're also looking for more people to get behind the product too, so
absolutely
big growth opportunity there.
Very good.
Yeah.
Well, Kenny, appreciate you stopping by as always.
Yeah, thanks, brother. I appreciate it.
No doubt about it. Well, outside of the Live It stuff, where do they go find you if they maybe want to get some coaching?
KennyHyde.com, Kenny Hyde on Facebook. I've got my personal cell number I throw out, 217-883-8837. Just send me a text and we can schedule a consultation for free.
There we go.
Yeah.
Give Kenny a call. He'll get you taken care of.
Thank you so much.
Y'all. Let's get in shape, Springfield. Let's get after it.
All right.
All right. Well, we're going to let Kenny get back to elevating Springfield, but for the rest of y'all, we'll be right back.
Hey, Springfield, when it comes to reliable, high-quality roofing, you don't want to leave things to chance. That's why you should reach out to Acosta Angeli Roofing. your local roofing experts serving Springfield and surrounding communities. From quick, dependable repairs to full replacement, from residential to commercial, they are your trusted pros. Call them today at 217-993-2748 or visit their website to book your free quote and inspection. Don't wait. A little leak now could lead to major damage later. Trust the local experts, protect your home, and get peace of mind with Acosta Angeli Roofing.
Well, thank you for joining us today, everybody. Appreciate you making us a part of your day. Hope you're enjoying these quick hits of actionable strategies here on the Wellness Upgrade on Elevate Springfield. Thank you again to Shudokan Karate Club. Hey, take what you learned today. You bring the discipline and follow through, and together, that's right, y'all, we're going to elevate Springfield. Be great.
Looking for expert tree care with hometown integrity? Look no further than Sangamon Tree Service. They're your trusted local pros, delivering quality workmanship, exceptional customer service, and fair, honest pricing every time. Whether it's trimming, removal, or storm cleanup, their team brings professionalism and care to every job, big or small. Call the name your neighbors trust, Sangamon Tree Service, or visit them today at sangamontreeservice.com. Sangamon Tree Service, rooted in quality, built on trust.